Hello friends, let's talk about land information system. Today's topic is, without any delay, I would like to talk about enabling objective of today's topic, land information system, LIS, components of LIS, role of LIS, and establishment of LIS in Nepal, digital cadastry, where it will talk about where we will discuss about data acquisition, data preparation, cadastry data model or data preparation. Modern approach to cadastry survey or system. Let's begin. LIS stands for Land Information System. With the improvement and modern age is the age of information communication technology. Every sector are enhanced through this. So the land management system has also been changed with the motion of development of science and technology and information system. This is mainly a computer-based system enables to acquire, manage, retrieve, analyze, display land records effectively and efficiently. And it is a subset of geographic information system. It deals in a digital platform in an effective and efficient as well as I would say 3E economic, effective, and efficient way. And it's also, I would like to repeat again, it's a component or subset of GIS. What is the definition which is given by the a geographic information system having as it focus on a data containing land records, or it will support land administration and land management. Land records broadly defined to include the resources of land use, environmental impact, and fiscal data. Similarly to GIS, LIS is also used to create, visualize, analyze, report, and publish the land related data such as parcel information, zoning, land use, ownership, general property ownership. Specialized GIS system mostly commonly found among municipal agencies geared toward legal, administrative, and economic spatial analysis known as land record information system. A GIS based system, it is a land information system concerned with capturing, storing, analyzing, and retrieving land and cadastral information. Manual or computer-based information system used to store, retrieve, display, and plot spatial and textural data relating primarily to land feature and characteristic. Several formal definition has been proposed by different organizations. Best one is given by the International Federation of Surveyor, which is a land system is a tool for legal, administrative, and economic decision making, and aid for planning and developing, which consists of one an database, other special reference land related data, their area, other procedure and techniques for collecting, updating, and processing and distribution of that land related data. The base of land information is uniform spatial referencing system for the data in the system, which also facilitate the linking of data within the system with other land related data. This is an example where we can see that parcel, zoning, floodplains, wetlands, land cover, soil, reference framework, and composite overlay. This could be the components or the data of LIS. It could be. If we can provide this such information, then it will be useful in an effective, efficient, and economic way. A typical LIS, a cadastry, is a primary component maintained by the unit A government responsible for tracking it in case of Nepal, Survey Department, Department of Survey, parcel-based GIS, hard copy map, and CAD or GIS software for spatial representation. As we can see that map, spatial data, which we will use to represent in a map, and this register or attribute are the non-spatial data which we can represent in a computer-based system. That could be a LIS, and it would be a map and register in a combined integrated approach. Relatively, LIS use a large-scale mapping, 1 is to 2500 in rural, 1 is to 1250 in developing less urban areas, and 1 is to 500 in urban areas. It's a bridge between or a link between legal deed and technical map or other components of a land. May incorporate other technology, parcel indexing system, relational database, management system, and surveying it intricate to provide a better service. Improved concept of multi-purpose cadastry is and parcel as one component of layer based system. It's a orientation for integration and analysis of data and geodetic reference as an organizing principle. As proposed by the Taxonomy of Information System Dell in 1988, information system should consist of spatial and non-spatial, and spatial is a geoinformation system and other spatial information system, and that could be of land and other also like flood environmental aspect also, and then it should be related to the parcel and other information such as forest, river, road, and this overall information is a land information system. In case of existing in our case main role is for a fiscal purpose, which is governed by the local government and other utility and other purposes. This should be linked in a land information center. Then it will be provide a cadastry database which include cadastry as well as land registration, and if it also include topographic and mapping and geodetic reference framework, then it will be a complete set of land information which has been proposed, which had been proposed by different researchers. Importance is it's a vast. Land is related to people from its birth home to tomb. So fundamental, it's like people live in a land, do their activities in a land, and die. So land is the basic unit for access and control, and so land should be in an up-to-date, reliable, and trustworthy state. So to provide this, LIS land information system can play a vital role. Land planning, infrastructure development, maintenance, environmental protection and resource management, emergency service, social service program, basis for land market and development and economic activities. Components can be like a parcel based GIS system would be good instead of portion based. Now it's in our system it is portion based. Instead of that, parcel based system would be better to implement this particular system. It will be helpful for functioning well in a land administration. Dataset should be include both spatial and non-spatial, and process of a function relate to data acquisition, data processing, storage, data maintenance, data analysis, and data dissemination, and hardware and software, including communication network, and a well equipped or highly skilled manpower is needed. Thank you very much. Needed datasets. Two categories of dataset are generally stored in a parcel-based GIS system. Basic cadaster data. There are three main cadaster data. Cadaster land parcel, like land parcel represent the location of legally defined boundaries. It could, which is legally formalized. It could be boundary, could be fixed or general, and cadaster records identifying right and a person who holds that right, identifying and parcel identifier. Cadastral records, these generally describe three kinds of information concerning basic object, land parcel, land right, and a person. However, to cope with your particular country requirement, formal or informal tenure, and extended land object of different types of land right, group right, or individual ownership. It also provides copy of survey record, land ownership certificate, deed to store for future reference. The latest technology for archiving this document is by scanning and storing them in a database. And parcel identifier, the object with unique identifier sought to link the cadastral record with many other record or information system. In other words, they facilitate data sharing among different users of information system. Three important form of identifier can be distinguished: name related identifier, abstract or alphanumerical identifier, or location identifier. The choice may depend on their uses. And parcel identifier can be land parcel identifier is interrelated with land use, ownership, spatial structure of land boundary, land value. They are interrelated with this. Next, data is additional data. It is important to relate the following data in the system. It adds basic cadastral data as the user municipalities, utilities always expect to have a topographic object together with cadastral data for the multi-purposes. As multi-purpose suggests that it includes natural, artificial, as well as height information. In other words, we can say that it's a topographical data with parcel data. So the additional will be provide easy and quick access and more information. Even it will contain georeferencing, national control point, and topographic information, administrative boundary, hydrological, transportation, DTM, and cultural and archaeological sites, so on. Orthophoto or image, high resolution images which are provided from Iconos, QuickBoard. This could be used for enhancing reliability, even thematic natural informations. This include land use, vegetation, soil, geological and geophysical information for the users. Information from parcel-based GIS can be used for geological, fiscal, and many other purposes, as proposed by the 1975 and 1996 by Plummer.